We the people, the opening phrase of the United States Constitution. But who are the people? Well, Americans are the people. Living our lives and striving for the American dream put forth by our founding fathers. We are not guaranteed happiness, but can obtain it through hard work, determination, grit, selflessness, and sacrifice. All concepts America strives for. Our history and country was built by the founding fathers and the military of young men who were willing to give their lives for our land. Those men would be amazed to see how far our country has come. In the years of 1775 through 1783, there were so many unknown factors of how this War of Independence would conclude. In 1885, Francis Bellamy wrote out our Pledge of Allegiance. Later, President Eisenhower edited the wording to add, "One nation under God." Our country is based on the principles and morals of being indivisible, having pride in what we have earned, and lastly, to exercise our freedom of religion and to acknowledge our religious heritage. We have the freedom to exercise whatever religion or political view we have. While this does not open the opportunity for terrorism, Americans have the chance to express their beliefs without being persecuted. I truly enjoy waking up every morning knowing that we have the privilege of going to school every day and going to church on Sundays. I have seen this freedom protected by my parents and their peers who served in the United States Marine Corps. I understand this service and sacrifice because I have visited Arlington Cemetery and seen the many graves of people who lost their lives in the battle. Growing up in a patriotic home, I've always had a huge respect for the military. What it stands for is not just defense and protection, but brotherhood and dedication. The foundation of freedom is not handed to us, it is worked for and earned. I have had the opportunity to observe America from a different lens by traveling to France, Poland, and Mexico. Traveling has opened my eyes to what we truly have and what we take for granted. I show my patriotism to our country by taking my education seriously, understanding what foundations our country is built on, and staying disciplined with my physical health. I exercise my freedoms by respecting and listening to our politicians, whether I agree or disagree with them, and, on occasion, holding political signs on the side of the road as cars drive by. It is not the critic who counts, not the man who points out how the strong man stumbles, or where the doer of deeds could have done them better, spoken by Teddy Roosevelt, when he had come to the realization that the man who strives, fails, and triumphs is the man who is celebrated. This speech is a fundamental point in our country today. The people sitting on the sidelines, staying silent, and blindly following whatever cause is not what our country wants to encourage. The men and women voicing their concerns and taking action are the people we learn about in history class. Audie Murphy and Desmond Doss are just two of the most courageous men known in our history of fighting for our freedom on the battlefield. Men who did not fight on the battlefield were just as courageous, voicing their opinions. For example, William Lloyd Garrison was the writer and author of The Liberator, and Martin Luther King Jr. was well known for being a civil rights activist and was murdered for his beliefs without ever serving in the U.S. Armed Forces. Hearing about soldiers who had great courage and boldness to do the unthinkable inspires others to do the same. We are the people that the Constitution addresses. Our country has evolved from 250 years ago. It is still rooted on the same ideas that it originated from, and it will continue to evolve every year with new leadership and different ideas, but the core of our nation will never change. This beautiful country will live on as long as we continue to work diligently with what God has given us.